Hello, it's Rob Bettis coming back at you with a math tutorial. Thanks for joining me. Today, the two concepts I will be discussing is factors and remainders. Again, you may be familiar with them, but we want to go ahead and work a couple of problems out and just as a review to make sure you can do those type of problems and build up to more complicated problems. So, first problem I want you to work is list all the factors of 12. All the factors of 12. And the second problem I want you to take a look at over the next minute is what is the remainder when 187 is divided by 5? Go ahead and do that problem as well as this one, and I will be right back.
Welcome to What's Up with Uncle Jaybo. I'm Uncle Jaybo. Let's see what was sent in today. Rick in Atlanta want to know who's the best player in the world? LeBron James, Tampa and Curry. Let me ask you something, Rick. How the hell I know? I ain't been around the world. Now I did go to one little small town in Africa, and I saw this little bitty pygmy jumping around, had an 80-inch vertical leap. He probably could beat both of them. But it may be pygmies all over the place. I don't know about the world. Now, if you want to ask me about the USA, I say they need to play each other. Get all the best players and put the names in the hat. Put LeBron name in the hat. Tampa and Curry. Put that other Dash brother in there with it. Klay Thompson. Put him in there. Don't put Draymond in there. Draymond needs to be in a karate competition, not an NBA competition. You probably want to put Anthony Davis in there. Put Kawhi in there. Go ahead and put Chris Paul in there. He kind of old, but he's physical. He'll hit you in the family jewels if you beating him in basketball or something like that. You also won't put them boys in there, DeWant and Westbrook. Put them in there. That'll be something. You shake those names up with the first two names you pull out the plays, DeWant and Westbrook. That'll be a good match. But anyway, you put all those names in there and pull two names out randomly, let them play one-on-one. Whoever wins, go to winner's bracket. Whoever lose, go to the loser bracket. Don't matter who they play. LeBron plays somebody little. You just power on them. But Tampa, he can use that quickly too, so you just never know. And you just keep playing till you come to the end. I think that's the best way you can find out who's the best player in the NBA. Not the world. Okay? Again, pygmies everywhere, jumping all over the place. 200 feet vertical leaps and all that stuff. And then, at the end of the one-on-one tournament, they can give that money to charity. To all these needy charities right here. If they can't find nobody to give that money to, give it to Jaybo's charity. Stop being scared of each other, go and play a one-on-one tournament. Anyway, Rick, glad I can help. See y'all next time.
Hello, welcome back. Let's go ahead and go over these two concepts, factors and remainders. The problem is list all the factors of 12. First, you got to know what is a factor. A factor of an integer is a positive integer that divides into the integer with no remainder. That may sound a little complicated to some people, but if we work a problem, it should be pretty clear. Don't worry about this too much. Just take a look at what we're doing here. The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. That's because each and every one of these numbers goes into 12 without a remainder. The remainder is 0. let's just randomly choose 2 for now. 2 will go into 12 6 times. 6 times 2 is 12, and subtract that, you get 0. So 6 is a factor of 12. Let's try 4. 4 will go into 12 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. Subtract that, remainder 0. That means 3 is a factor of 12. And also, every number, 1 in that particular number is a factor of itself. 12 is a factor of 12, and 1 is a factor of 12. Even if we had a million, a factor of a million would be a million. And 1 would also be a factor of a million. I just did one example right here. 12 divided by 12, 12 goes into 12 one time. 1 times 12 is 12. You subtract 12 from there, you get 0. That shows that 12 is a factor of itself, 12. And if you did that with 1 divided by 12 would be 12 times, and you get the same answer. So that's something else to remember. If we go over here, what is the remainder when 187 is divided by 5? 5 will go into 187. 5, first of all, will go into 18 3 times. 3 times 5 is 15, and 18 minus 15 leaves 3. Then you bring down the 7. 5 will go into 37 7 times. 7 times 5 is 35. Now you subtract 37 minus 35 and you get 2. That's the remainder, 2. When you do have a remainder, that means that this 5 is not a factor of 187. That's why some of these 2 of these concepts are tied in together. If the remainder was 0, then that number would have been a factor of the other number. Hope that's clear, and thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video. Be blessed.